Good morning. How is everybody today? This is Denise Morrison, physical therapist and health coach from Intuitively Unique Coaching. And I would like to continue to show my friend Frances how I ease my tension in my back, and not just my low back, but it helps all the way up my spine into my neck, because one part of our spine is connected to the other part of our spine. So when you're doing these, you will also help the middle of your back and up to your neck and your hips and your thighs a bit. So this routine is all on the floor. I will show you a smidgen of each one, but I hope that, and I encourage that you hold the stretches for a bit longer. So I will show you a snippet of each. Okay, so I have just completed my workout. I did a cardio routine, so now my muscles are nice and warm and ready to be lengthened and stretched with my breath. I usually like to breathe in through my nose fully, and I love to exhale through my mouth just to get rid of all that stale air and toxins. And that full, complete exhale just feels so much better, so I can release. You may like to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. That is all good. So just listen and respect your body this morning. So I'm going to take my position here, and I'm going to start with a little knee rock side to side. So just that nice rotation. I can feel it all down of my lats and my quadratus lumborum, big wordy muscles I'm giving you, but side to side. And you can see I have my shoes on so that I'm getting more stability, and I'm just rocking side to side at a comfortable pace. And then after I've warmed up a bit with that range of motion, I'm taking it through my full range of motion side to side. And then what I'll do on both sides is hang out and stretch. And if this feels uncomfortable to you in any way to hang out and stretch on the side, stack your knees on top of each other, and you can get a nice stretch by holding your thighs down. You feel that nice opening through your chest. My opposite arm is just behind me on the floor. And this is where you take your 30 seconds of deep breaths to the side. And as you breathe, just scan your entire body that you're not holding unconsciously or gripping anywhere. Give your body the gift of a full relaxation when you have the chance. I find that there's enough chaos and obstacles and chores and people and things pulling us in all different directions every day that we tense up, seize up, and brace ourselves. So this brief time where you are exercising, it's wonderful to release. So I'm going to cross my leg and do a full twist while I'm here. So I'm holding that top leg down and I'm twisted. Now what's happening is my opposite arm is coming off the ground, and you can, if that bothers you, you can put your hand on your chest or rib cage and then twist. So let me show you how it looks from the other side. So what I've done is just rocks side to side, okay? And then I've gone to the other side, and then I've stacked my legs. So what's happening is, because I'm tight across my chest, my arm's coming up. So I'm using my hand to hold my legs down, and you could prop your hand on your rib cage. And if it bothers your neck, you can keep your head straight. But if you can tolerate the twists, I'm twisting in all aspects of my spine right now. But like I said, it's important to warm up before doing any of these stretches, because in case your body's very stiff, you might shock your joints and it might not feel too good. And then you can cross your legs over. See how I've crossed? I'm going to keep my head in the middle because that's pulling on my neck a bit too much. And there's that nice twist. Full deep breaths into your rib cage. And then I'm going to come back to the center. Oh, hi folks. I wish I could read. Who is that? Hello, hello. I need my glasses on, but I don't wear them when I work out. Next, I'm going to take both knees to chest. If that bothers your knees, obviously hold under your knees on your thighs. And then just with your arms are pulling, my biceps are curling up. My legs aren't doing any work, and I'm just rocking my knees, keeping my knees to my chest, side to side. Ooh, the sun's right in my face. I look like I have no face. And you don't have to rock side to side. You can simply just hold and bring your knees to your chest. A nice stretch there. I get a better grip here. And this stretches out my booty, which then stretches out my low back. And that nice little rocking action just feels good. Kind of like a nice little massage, little knuckles in my back. And then my next favorite stretch for my hip flexors and my thighs. I hold one knee in and I extend the opposite leg out. So here's the trick, is as I'm pulling in, using my arms to pull in my opposite knee, I'm extending and pushing out through my straight leg. My toes are coming towards my face. I'm actually contracting, tightening my thigh muscle, my butt muscle, and you really feel that opening right in the groin, in the pelvic floor, hip flexor area, which is super important to have loose, flexible hip flexors, these muscles up here, so that it does not tilt your spine. And we do not want tilted, tight spine, hip flexors, okay? My words are coming out crazy this morning. And I'm going to switch to the other side. That feels so good. And same thing, I'm extending out through that leg, pulling the knee into the chest. Then look down at yourself. When you're stretching, make sure everything's in line, that one leg is not off to the side, and you're staying right in line with your anatomy. This feels so good. And then if you have a towel or a strap, I like to stretch my hamstrings. All underneath here, there goes my foot, it just disappeared. It's up there in the sky. But what I'm doing is I'm holding my clasped hands, and my thigh is pressing into my hands, and my arms are pulling up. It's like an equal and opposite reaction. My opposite leg is extended out. So I'm really getting that nice opening between my legs. As you can see, we sit a lot in this society. Well, I say I sit too. Even though I'm busy on my feet, I do sit, so your hamstrings get very tight. And when they get super tight, it pulls your pelvis under, and that could affect your back too. So we're all connected. I'm going to put that leg down and do the opposite leg. Oh my goodness. Hello. One cool thing about today, when my teenager wakes up, I'm getting him to the hairdresser, and she's cutting off that mop. He's finally cutting his hair for me. Oh, it makes me so proud. His hair is a disaster. It's too much. He has very thick hair like me. Anyway, just a little side note. So I'm stretching my hamstrings, work on my stretches for 30 seconds, making sure you are breathing, I'm talking and teaching, so. Okay, I'm going to leave that down. And so I've done my knee rocks. So one more thing, I'm not going to show you with the full camera. I'm doing a little open knees position. So I'm basically, my knees are together, and then I'm just opening the wide and allowing my hips to soften, my groins to soften, and my feet are pressed together. So looking from the side is better. If I show you from the front, it's not so good looking. So all I'm doing is that my heels are touching, my toes are touching, and my knees are spread wide, and just gravity is pulling them down. So your groin opens up nicely. So all the muscles that connect from your femur, your big long thigh bone, the muscles that connect in the front, the tops, the sides, and the back to your pelvis definitely impact how your low back feels and operates every day. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions, just message me or leave them below, and I could explain that a bit more. Okay, that feels fantastic. So now I'm going to roll over onto my stomach, and just being in this position, prone on elbows, I'm on my tummy, propped on my elbows, just softens my low back, puts it back into a natural lumbar curve, into extension, opens up our hip flexors, stretches out our abs. And I like to read here when I'm doing my reading or my studying. I put my papers here, and I just stay for 15, 20 minutes at a time just to get that natural curve in my back. Feels so good. And there's not much you can do when you're sitting like this. So feel free to jump into this position, ease into this position throughout the day. If you have a chance, my friend, then you can take it up into a little deeper position, extended through your elbows, pressing down through your palms, and then you can even make some range of motion movements, taking yourself, and I have to push back a little bit more. This is kind of like a cobra in yoga. We call this prone on elbows in my land. So I'm just pushing up, and I'm getting that nice extension into my low back, keeping your face forward when you're doing this. I'm just looking towards you so I can see you. Take it as fast or as slow as your body needs. So all the action's coming through my arms. I'm pushing up and I'm relaxing my belly to get that nice opening, milking my joints and my low back. Fantastic. Okay, so see how you feel with that. Just stretching out completely on the ground is wonderful. Chin down to the floor or your face down. See? Nice big long stretch. And then my other favorite is to hold my foot, bring my heel to my butt. So if you need a belt or a strap to hold that foot up, I like to squeeze my butt while I'm in this position. I keep my legs really close together. I squeeze my booty, and then I grab a hold of my foot. And as I'm doing so, as I squeeze my booty, you can really feel the opening. You can feel the muscle stretch on the front of your thigh and the front of your pelvis. Fantastic. And for those of you that do yoga, you can take 2 feet and bring your heels to your butt. And that is a nice, wonderful opening. Basically doing the opposite of what we do all day. Sit. Then you can even reach up if you like. You can even kick back. Oh man, that feels so good. So I'm squeezing my butt cheeks. My hands are holding my feet. My feet are pressing into my hands. But do not proceed with any of these if you find that you have any sharp, acute pain or tingling. Okay, I'm going to let one leg down and the other leg down. And then my next favorite always that I do just by itself throughout the day is my cat and my cow. So I'm on all fours and they're just taking that wave-like motion back and forth. Whew. Feels so good. Press through my palms, press through my knees and my shins. Oh, and then you can even sway side to side. And you'll feel those areas that are tight. And just exhale and breathe and let them go. I'm swaying my hips side to side like a little S. If I look towards the front, you can see me. A little swaying side to side. Using the available range of motion that you have. I'll come back to here. So once again, in getting that wave-like motion, belly goes down, curling the head back, and then pelvis tucks under, belly jaws in, rounding the spine, pushing through the hands, tucking the chin. Fantastic. Woo! So there you go, my dear. I hope that helps. Hi. Which country? Me? I'm in the USA. Derbyshire. Did I say that right? Love flower. Hey, friends. I need to go and have some breakfast. So if you have any questions or any concerns, drop them below my video. Thank you for jumping in and visiting me. I'm going to go now. Take care. Bye.